Welcome back to the stupidest podcast. This is your host, the main man, Justin Vandeventer, one of the hosts. And with me is the other host, that beautiful, that bearded, that sexy voice of a man.
The other main guy, Justin Rademacher.
Boom, baby!
Boom!
Welcome back, bud.
Yeah, welcome back.
So we got a little bit of a special episode here.
What do you mean?
Doing something a little different this time.
Do we have a guest?
No, we do not have a guest.
Okay.
We're pretty much basing the whole episode on a little bit of sci-fi, a little unnatural, a little spiritual, a little crazy, a little wild and different.
Yeah, we've been talking about doing an episode like this.
Yeah.
We decided that this would be a good time to just talk about anything sci-fi or mystical or mythical or anything out of the ordinary, magical, anything like that.
We're going to hit a little bit of everything on this one, I think.
I'm excited for this one. This one's going to be a lot of fun.
I think it's going to be a lot of fun, yeah. I was going to say.
It was fun just researching, looking for good questions to ask.
Yeah. Absolutely. I thought I had good questions. Then we kind of went over them before the episode, and I was like, mine suck compared to yours. You did really good. I'm very proud of you.
Well, thank you. I think they're good questions. I was just having fun. Like I said, I was just kind of researching, and I just was going through all the sci-fi stuff, and I had more questions, I feel, than I'd needed, and so I had to narrow it down, and some of my questions I actually moved into some of our segment questions. And so that's why some of those are a little bit more detailed than normal. So I hope you guys enjoy this one, though. I had a lot of fun getting ready for it, and I'm expecting to have a lot of fun.
Yeah, and if this goes as I expected, we might have to do this again.
Yeah, do at least if not sci-fi, another special episode where we do just a special topic.
Yeah, I like it.
And if there's a certain topic you guys want to talk about or listen about, let us know.
Absolutely.
What kind of...
Talk to us, people. We want to be talked to.
Yeah. What kind of scary stuff have you been up to? Have you been up to any scary things?
Scary things.
Or not necessarily scary, but...
Well, we, it wasn't scary, but we got our burning permit at work. So we did a 3-day burn. So somebody had to man the fire for 3 days.
24/7.
24/7, yeah. We had to have somebody
not
out there.
7, because it was only 3 days. So 24/3.
24/3, yeah. Nice. But kind of scary, I guess.
Yeah.
We got to stay overnight. I never had to stay overnight.
Well, that's probably good.
Right? But I stayed one night until, I don't know, dark. So it was kind of cool. I wouldn't call it scary, but...
It's interesting.
Yeah. Reminded me of ghost stories around the fire and stuff. It was a good time. It was actually really nice. A big fire. We had I think we got cleared for 12 by 12 or 20 by 20.
Oh, wow. Feet or?
Feet, yeah.
Okay, wow. That's big.
Yeah, big fire. We're burning all the brush that we chopped down throughout the whole year. We always pile it up for a whole year and then burn it at the end of the season. So you take a whole year of landscaping brush, there's a lot of brush.
I can only imagine. Yeah, 24 feet, that's a big amount.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure you guys just kept adding to it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Can't just do one burn.
Push the limits a little
bit. Maybe did 24.5 feet.
Right. So, what about you? Anything?
Nothing really sci-fi-y or scary-y or mystical-y.
I think you like E.
Or Wall-E.
Wall-E.
Wall-E-E. No, I don't know. Well, I guess we've had a lot of animals around the property lately. We've had a lot of deer and turkey.
Yeah, I remember you.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of Snapchat pictures of that. I guess just a couple. But, yeah, it's just fun looking at all the creatures going into the yard and going into the neighbor's yard and just seeing them out and about. Playing disc golf in the snow. It's fun. But, yeah, no, nothing else, out of the ordinary. Just kind of been working, and obviously going through that job change, and now I'm officially back. So feels good to be back.
Casino life, baby.
Yeah, it's good to
I can't
be
wait to
around
come up
people.
there to do an episode with you and hit the casino while you're waiting for you to get off and win a couple $100, so it makes the trip worth it again. That was some of the best times when you were working there. I'm like, boom, I won $300 tonight, so this made for a good trip.
Yeah, that's. I would love that kind of a trip myself, but you don't work at a casino, so
No, I could put you to work though.
No thanks.
Come on.
Unless I get paid double what you get paid. I'm okay with that.
Well, you met Tom. You'd have to talk that one up with Tom.
I'll talk to him. Tom, if you're listening,
right?
you should pay me double what he makes. I don't need as many hours. I'll work 1 hour. I just want to be able to say that I made twice as much as him.
Oh, that's probably doable then.
Yeah. He'd be like, oh, yeah, that's worth it. One time. But then you guys are going to give me the hardest, dirtiest job, I bet. But I'm okay with it. That happens. But yeah, nothing out of the ordinary. Just kind of neat with the animals and
nice.
But should we just get into it?
Yeah, if you're ready, I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah.
Sweet. Do you want to start or do you want me to?
Well, let me start. I think you started the last couple of times.
All right,
for
sweet.
questions. So.
You go ahead.
All right. Have you ever in your life seen a UFO? Or if not, do you believe in aliens?
Well, I feel like I've talked about a UFO potentially in a past episode. I'm not 100% sure. But I believe I have seen a UFO. And I believe I saw it with Matt up in the Keweenaw. And we were in the woods. And so what we were doing, there was 4 of us on the trip that year. And Josh and James didn't want to go into the woods. So Matt wanted to go, and I'm like, dude, I'm not going to let you go into the woods by yourself. So I'm going with you. So we went out. We're walking. I don't even know how far we got in. Maybe 100 feet, 200 feet. We're in a decent amount. And then we stop, and we're just looking at this thing with Matt's flashlight. We didn't know what it was. And all of a sudden we see something. It swoops up and sideways, oh, up, down, and flies away. And we're like, what? Like, we had no idea what it was. And we both saw it. And all of a sudden Matt just says, Roddy, run. And I'm like,
how close was it to you?
It's hard to tell. It looked like it was pretty close. Like, it looked like it was from you to me away. So like,
it was really close.
Really close. So like,
so it
5
wasn't like
feet.
up in the sky, just above you or nothing.
No, it was because we were in the woods. Like,
Yeah.
we were surrounded by trees. We had a little path.
Okay.
But it like was right by us, and it, like I said, it went sideways, up, down, all these directions, and then it just went away. And we're like, didn't know what to do. And all of a sudden, he's like, Roddy, run. As soon as I heard Matt say that, I booked it as fast as I could down the trail. And I had to make sure that I didn't make any mistakes, because Matt is faster than me and bigger than me. And so if I fall, he's trampling me and I'm going to die. And so, yeah, that's the only time that I feel like I've seen a UFO, at least like that I have no idea what it was. And I feel like I've seen other ones too, just like looking up in the night sky, not necessarily knowing what it is, because it didn't really look like an airplane because it wasn't flashing. I don't know. It's just weird things that happen where you're just like, you don't know what it is. So it is a UFO. You don't know what it is. So, and I do believe in aliens. I believe that there are aliens out there. I don't know if they're here or not on Earth, but they got to be out there. I mean, there's.
Didn't the government admit that there's aliens?
I did. Yeah,
Like
I believe I heard something like that. So I believe in aliens. They might be here. They might. You might be one. I don't know.
Yeah, it could be.
Is that what your answer is? Is that you are an alien?
I was gonna wait till a little end of the podcast, but yes.
Wow, you're a pretty sexy alien.
So, for me, I've never seen an alien, but there's been a few times where I've had some, like you said, some weird things in the sky that just, they moved too fast. There was no flashing. They disappeared. So I've seen a few of those. And then the one, I think I've told this story where we were on a baseball trip, and one of our buddies, my dad was driving. He's like, Fred, you need to turn around. There was an alien. There was a spaceship in this backyard. You need to turn around. We need to see this thing. There was a spaceship in this backyard. And we go back, and here it's a gazebo with Christmas lights around it.
Oh, it's close.
Yeah,
you know?
I was like, at least you had the shape right, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, that's, I feel like that's would be pretty obvious, even if you were going pretty fast.
Yeah.
But maybe not. I don't know.
So.
Were you guys partaking in the alcohol that night?
No.
Oh?
No,
Okay.
I don't even think we were in high school yet. I think we were like 8th grade or 9th grade when this happened.
Wow. So it was something a lot harsher.
Yeah, so we were definitely shooting vodka the whole way.
Yeah, for sure, yeah. All right, my first question is, do you think we'll ever get to a point when time travel is real?
Time travel is real. I don't know. I would think so. I think it's already happening and we just don't know it, but I don't know.
Well, I said no. I said no because I feel like if time travel ever existed, it's always existed.
Like I said, I think it's already happening.
Yeah. But who knows? Because maybe you can time travel, but it's only in the future. Maybe you can't go back in the past. Or maybe vice versa. Maybe you can only go back in the past, but you can't go in the future.
I'm not certain on this, so don't take me. If you're smart, don't take me for a smart guy.
This is the stupidest podcast.
Yeah, right? I'm pretty sure, didn't Einstein study time travel?
I'm not sure on that.
I'm pretty sure that he proved that there was separate timelines and that's all there was to jump into the timeline. I'm not fully certain on how all that works or how to make that sound smart, but if that guy thinks that time travel is possible, then I'm pretty sure that we're already doing it. And like, well, if there is, we'd never notice it because your memories would change.
Yep.
Instantly, so we would never know if there was time travel. So I'm pretty sure that it's already happening. It's gotta be. There's been way too many photos that have come up from like past that they go, if time travel isn't real, how did this get in here?
Oh, I know you're saying.
You know, like this guy was holding a cell phone in this photo, and it's 1670.
Yeah, it's tough, especially like these days though. Like people can Photoshop anything.
I know, that's why it's hard to.
I
know that's the other thing is like how much can you believe? It
Yeah.
sucks that you can't trust anybody nowadays.
Yeah.
Quit lying so we know what's real and what's not.
Yeah, if everybody stopped lying, that'd be great.
Right?
But yeah, no, I'm not sure either because like I've heard like similar theories about that and like theories about like alternate universes and stuff like that along those lines. So yeah, it's tough to.
So you don't believe it's possible to have time travel?
No, I was just saying that just to have the
counter argument.
The counter argument. So I believe that it could potentially be a thing. I don't know if it is or not now, but and I've also heard like it's also kind of goes with like the teleportation thing. I don't know if you've ever heard that, but if we were to ever teleport, you'd not actually, you personally would never be able to teleport. So what would happen is all of you would disappear, and then another version of you would then reappear wherever that like teleportation thing is going to happen.
So you'd almost be playing God.
Yeah, you're basically killing yourself and recreating yourself at the same time in a different place.
So it's teleportation is probably already a real thing since we can clone.
No, that's different.
How's that different?
Well, teleporting, so it would basically like, because you know, like in the sci-fi movies,
yep.
You can see like they have those beams and all of a sudden like your body just like evaporates almost.
Yep.
So when that happens, all of that evaporation is then being recreated and put together like a puzzle, like in that other teleportation beam, like miles away or wherever you are.
Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Sure, I don't remember that part, but
with the Wonka vision, remember they transport the chocolate bar?
Yep. exactly. So that's not the same chocolate bar. It's a different chocolate bar. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking that might be the same for time travel, because like if that were to happen, I feel like you would be a different version of you. Like you would look the same, you'd probably have the same memories and stuff like that, but it would just be a completely different you, because it'd be different atoms, it'd be different everything.
Is it weird that I believe in time travel, but I wouldn't believe in an alternate universe?
I don't know. I mean, they could be, because they are different things. So I feel like either one is inconclusive, I guess. There's no proof of either of them.
Right.
But
But I think I believe time travel more than I believe that there could be an alternate universe.
I would lean the other way.
Really?
Yeah, I would lean that there's more, like, I would lean, and I'm not just saying this to argue, that's just kind of what I believe, is that an alternate universe would be more
So you believe
probable.
that there's... What? That's so weird.
Because
You believe that there could be a totally different story for your life, but yet you don't believe that you could go back in time? That's more believable?
So I watched this video last night on YouTube.
Okay.
And obviously this is
YouTube.
just YouTube, but it is a professor that like studies this stuff. Like he's a scientist, and
It's crazy that people are making a living studying about this.
yeah, and but it's crazy, like the way he explained it was basically when anything happens, it can happen 500 times a second.
Okay.
And basically what happens is there's if there's like a yes or a no or a coin flip, or like whenever there's like two different options or multiple options,
Mm-hmm.
that basically it separates into two different universes. But once it separates, then those two universes are never going to see each other again. And so that is creating, like, say I flip a coin.
Okay.
When that lands on heads and that lands on tails. If it lands on heads in this universe, there's another universe that gets split off that it turns tails. And then basically everything is
Totally changed.
Everything is totally
Butterfly
changed.
effect.
Yeah. Yep. Everything is totally changed. It's two different universes. But then in each of those universes, they flip a coin. So then there's more universes. So that's the multiverse right there.
There'd be billions upon billions of
Yes.
universes according to that.
Yep. There are
Every decision that you make would create a whole nother universe.
Yep, and like I said, it can be like 500 times a second, because like the cells in your body
Mm-hmm.
are like, you have some cells that are dividing. So as soon as a cell divides, maybe a different cell divides, and so like it could happen literally infinite amount of times.
Not me. I hold all my cells together.
Oh, nice.
I don't split anything. They're all mine. You stay together.
You don't grow and change.
Nothing. Stays the same.
But yeah, so that was just an interesting video that I watched that I just
That
thought
is
was-
actually pretty cool.
Yeah, so I was just, and obviously maybe there's videos out there that I haven't seen for all of the other stuff. So.
Makes you really want to dig into it now, though, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Frick, you could go down a dark rabbit hole with this.
I almost did last night,
I was
but
gonna
I'm like,
say,
I have to go to bed.
Vandy, I haven't slept for like 12 days.
Yeah.
You got to watch this stuff.
Well, I would have stayed up longer watching those videos, but I had
A big
work.
day today.
Yeah, I had work. Then I had to go do my other work. And then we already recorded an episode tonight, and this is our second episode tonight. So I'm having a long day, so I decided that I should maybe get some sleep beforehand.
Right? So, all right. Tell me the scariest ghost story you have ever been involved with, or if you have had one, or been a part of one, or whatever,
or heard of one,
or heard of
okay.
one.
Well, I told the couple the last episode that you and I did, so that was 2 episodes ago, about just seeing one at my grandma's house.
Yeah, she had a name, right?
There's 2 actually. Then
Okay.
Sue was the one at my grandma's house.
Okay.
That was the good one that would happen on like a radio. The radio would turn on, or a light would flash, or anything like that, and you'd know Sue was around. And it's a good thing.
Okay.
Like Sue was a good ghost. And then my other grandma, that's when I saw. I feel like I saw a few ghosts walking up a staircase, but that's about it. If I had other ones that I can't really remember, but those are just the two that pop out like the most. I guess I did have one when I was a littler kid. It was in our house in Montrose, and I feel like I saw a kid playing with toy cars in our room.
Jeez.
So, yeah. But otherwise, another story that I've heard of, but I wasn't a part of it. My grandma used to work. This is my mom's mom. Used to work at a hospital. And she said that one time she was working in the hospital, and this hospital is pretty old. This is in, I believe it's St. Paul.
Mm-hmm.
And so she's working at the hospital, and she's taking an elevator down to just her floor. And so she's going down, and all of a sudden the elevator just keeps going. And it keeps going. And it keeps going. Like to the like lower than the lowest level. Like she was, I think, on the lowest level or the second to the lowest level, but it just kept going down, kept going down, kept going down. And all of a sudden the doors open and it's just white. Just nothing.
Like a bright white?
Yeah, like a bright white. She could still see the door, so like it wasn't like just in her vision, but she saw just white, and all of a sudden like a red ghost figure kind of come out.
A red?
Yeah.
Oh.
So it was just kind of like that, and then it kind of slowly went away. The doors closed, and it went right back up.
Oh, man.
So.
Freaky.
Yeah, so that's the weirdest one that, or like the scariest one that I've heard of, because I don't know if it was good or bad or what, but it was something.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Yeah. How about you?
So I've told a few of them way back in probably like episode 2 or 3 or 4 maybe. Scariest one in Indiana was the one that I told you, where I had that light built into the wall.
Oh yes, yep.
And all of a sudden it came on like 3 or 4 nights in a row. So finally I took the bulb out. I put it across the room on my bookshelf. The next day it was in and on.
Yep.
Well, and I also had like this crawl space closet thing next to it. It had like one of those sliding locks.
Mm.
And I could occasionally hear people walking around in there. And one night it got really loud in there. And I was so tired, and I just yelled, "Shut up!" And the next thing you know, just bang, 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 like somebody was just trying to get out of there.
Wow, that is so scary.
That one was one of the scariest ones there. Another scary one from here in this house was, you remember when the computer used to be upstairs where Gracie's toy room is now?
Yep.
Well, we used to have a couch where the chairs are now and the TV. I'd be sitting there watching TV late at night. It'd be like 1, 2 in the morning, and the TV would go off. The TV would go on. It would change channels right in the middle of while I'm watching it. The toilet would flush. The water would come on. And then one time, the office chair slid backwards, then slid in, and the keyboard tray came out, and you could hear typing. Then the computer come on, you could still hear typing. Then all of a sudden the keyboard slammed into it, computer went off, my TV went off, and then the upstairs door slammed.
Wow.
The chills that I got, I was like, "Did I turn the TV back on, or is he going to be even more pissed now?" Or
Yeah.
like, it felt like you got mad. That was one of the scariest times here.
Yikes. And you want me to spend the night tonight?
Nothing's happened here
Okay.
for a long time, but
Okay.
and nothing ever bad has ever happened to me.
Yeah.
And then I know I've talked about this, but the one that freaks me out, that scares me the most, is that guy that I tell you that I keep seeing all the time. The bald-headed figure,
Mm-hmm.
pale white, beady little eyes.
Yep.
That dude freaks me out.
Yeah.
And I still run into him from time to time.
Where? Like, just
randomly, I'll see him on the side of the road. I'll see him standing in the woods.
Wow.
Not often, but,
Often enough.
2, 3, maybe 4 times a year.
Wow. Does he get closer at all, or is it like?
Like I told you that one time, he was in the back seat.
Oh wow.
Back seat of the car, and then when I looked in my mirror, and then when I turned around, he's not there. That happened one time.
Wow.
One time. That's and what scares me, it's scary, but what scares me is the vibes and the feelings that I get when I do see. It does not feel like a good figure.
Oh.
It feels like something bad could possibly happen.
Man.
So that's one of the scariest. Scariest one I've ever heard. Heard a few of them. My pastor told me one. This comes from my pastor when I was getting confirmed. He always told us don't ever fuck with the Ouija board. Literally said a fuck, too. I was like, don't ever fuck with this Ouija board. He said that one time that when he was a youth pastor, he got a call that these people could not leave their house. And the kids were playing with the Ouija board that night, and a black figure came into the house, would not let them leave the room. And he had to go over there and bless the house, burn the Ouija board.
Dang.
I go, what?
Yeah.
Yeah. He says, nothing ever good comes out of a Ouija board. You're not contacting anybody good. He said, that's all. He's said this multiple times during nothing ever good comes out of a Ouija board. He says, you're not talking to dead spirits, you're talking to demons and spirit.
Yeah, I would never mess with one. I would never fuck with them.
No.
Yeah.
That was one of the scariest. I'm like, Jesus. And I have played with the Ouija. Like,
I have not.
I have one time. Yeah. After that story, I'm like, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, just even watching like the Paranormal Activity movies. Nope. Yeah. They played with the Ouija board that one time.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. There's a movie called Ouija. Nope.
Yeah.
I'll watch movies like that.
Yeah.
But like, I'm not buying one.
It's kind of like Jurassic Park. You know, they said that there's a scientist out there that's actually getting close to making Jurassic Park actually real on that. I'm like, is he an idiot? Like, has he not watched the movie? We don't ever win. Not one of them. Not one of them ever turns out good for us. None. Like, what are you doing? Like, this is not going to go good. What are you expecting? Same with the Ouija board. Have you not watched the movies? Nothing good ever happens with the Ouija board.
No.
There's always...
Not happening. That and, like, dolls.
Yeah.
I'm not a doll guy. Like the old school, like after watching, like...
I never told
Silent
you that
Night.
either.
Oh... What happened?
So when I was a kid at my grandparents' house, I always slept in, obviously it's your parents' old house, so their brothers and sisters' old. I'd sleep in my aunt's old room. Well, she still had her stuff in that room from when she was a kid and stuff like that. Life-size doll. Life-size, like, Barbie thing.
Yeah.
But it's not like Barbie. It's like from 1950s, 1940s.
Yeah.
That kind of doll. Yeah, I'm 6 years old sleeping in this room.
It's like the same size as you, probably.
Yeah. It freaked me out so much. Nothing ever happened, so I know.
That is a very good thing. I was getting nervous.
But, dude, that thing freaked me out so much. I mean, it looked like an Annabelle doll.
Yeah. No, I'm not going to mess with that stuff either.
Dude, I slept in it, and finally I couldn't sleep in there one night. There's no nights I had to put a blanket over the thing, over the box.
I don't think I could even do that. I would physically have to move it somewhere else.
I wanted to so bad.
Why wouldn't you?
That thing's still in that room, and still to this day, I still put a blanket over that thing. Like,
I I would switch rooms with somebody. I'd be like,
I don't get a pick. So I was like,
I'd be like, I'm sleeping on the couch.
yeah, I'll be in the car.
Yeah. I got a hotel room in another state. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang.
But yeah, that's about it for. I mean,
for all your.
I mean, other than the ones that I've already told.
Yeah.
My cousins have seen a ghost like walking through their upstairs a few times at their place. We did see one at my other. So my one cousin's house, his parents had a house down below, and then up on the hill was their new house. So when they built the new house, they let him have the old house or whatever, and he stayed in there.
Mm-hmm.
And we were watching movies one night, and we literally saw a guy walk through the kitchen.
And just
freaked, like, just disappeared.
Wow.
We're sitting on that. He's sitting in it, laying in a chair, and I was laying on the couch, and we were watching him. I can't remember what movie, and all of a sudden, so his living room was like here, but you could see the kitchen, and the front door goes right into the kitchen. We literally saw some dude. Don't do that. Not during these stories. You look over my shoulder like that, like in the middle of this story. Don't do that.
I just wanted to be creepy like that.
Yeah. But we're watching the movie, and all of a sudden, grown ass man. Literally, it looks like he walked up. We didn't hear the door open, but literally walked from where the door was, right through the kitchen, got to the wall, hits the wall, and disappeared. And I looked at my cousin, and I didn't say anything. I just like looked at my cousin, and I'm like, we just kind of gave each other a nod, and I'm like, so you did see it? I wasn't gonna say anything, but you saw that? He goes, yeah, I saw that. What the fuck was that? And I go, I don't know, man, but I'm not sleeping upstairs tonight.
Yeah.
We ended up sharing a bed that night, and I go, I didn't even want to sleep in there. I'm like, let's go somewhere else.
Yeah. Oh, man.
That freaked me out.
I bet.
That didn't seem like out of all the ghosts that I've seen, you could tell that they were kind of ghosts. That literally looked like a regular man. Like a regular human.
Wow. That's insane.
I'm getting chills telling some of these stories. Cause
yeah. I'm getting them too. Like just listening to some of your stuff and like reliving some of my stuff. And yeah. All right. I'm going to switch up the topic then.
Okay.
All right. So if mind transferring were ever to be a thing, like if it was ever real, who would you want to transfer minds with? Like if you could put your mind
like if I had to?
If you had to, yes.
Because I don't know if I'd want to, but I had to transfer minds with somebody. It'd be cool to, like, if you had a girlfriend at the time.
Yeah, just kind of see what it's like to be with yourself.
Yeah. See what's going through her mind when we're together. And it's a full experience. Like, she can tell me, but I still don't understand. But 100% then I could understand and what she thought and how she felt and all that. So that's probably who I would choose.
Yeah. It's a good thought.
What about you?
I said Elon Musk.
Ooh.
I think that'd be a good one to transfer minds with. Like,
I think it could be scary too.
It would be very scary, I feel. Like, if I like knew the things he knew. Like, or just to be able to think the way he thinks too, like
I don't think I'd want that.
Constantly being on all the time.
Yeah,
like, I wouldn't want it forever. I would just want to see what it's like.
It's like I said in the last couple of episodes, how my brain doesn't shut down, and I have a hard time with that.
Yeah.
That's a dude. I think those hamsters never shut off.
Never.
That wheel is always spinning.
Mm-hmm.
There's got to be voices in his head. It's got to be multiple.
Yeah,
I would think. Know. There's no way you could come up with that kind of stuff and not have some
other thing going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another one I said is Joe Rogan. I think that'd be an interesting mind to get into because he's just had so many conversations with so many different people, and it would just be cool to see like what his experiences have been and like who he's met and how he knows these people. And
it would be cool to see. Like he explains things really well, but to understand how he looks at something 100% would be really cool.
Yeah. Or just to have his passion about some of the stuff that he's passionate about. Like, I feel like I have passions, but he takes it to another level with some things. Like
almost everything.
Yeah.
To be honest, that would be probably the one I would pick, to be honest. Because then I would also like to learn how he schedules shit.
Yeah.
Because from what I hear from everybody that ever talks about Joe and hears, that dude is on a schedule. Well, I get up at this time, I go work out, then I come home, I hang out with the wife, we do this, we do that, and then I come take care of the kids, and or I podcast, I do 5 podcasts throughout the day, and then I come home, take care of the kids for a little bit, then boom, I go back to the gym, and then boom, I go to the comedy store, I do 3 freaking sets, and I would love to learn how because I live that busy life, and I still don't understand. I still don't know how I schedule. I just fly.
Yeah,
seat of my pants some of these days.
It's insane how much he is able to accomplish.
But he is on a set schedule. I wish I could do that set schedule. I can't get to it. The only thing that I do with a set schedule is Gracie's on a set schedule.
Yeah.
And I just base everything around that.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. Sorry, it's been a long day, long weekend.
Yeah, you're good.
Do you believe in witches and witchcraft?
I'm not sure if I do or not. Like, I believe. I don't think I do. But at the same time, if it is real, I really don't want any witches to do any magic on me to, like, get back at me. But if they are going to do magic, I want it to be a good thing so I can just see that it is real, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if it's real or not. I don't really believe in it, like I said. I don't think it's real, but if it is, I'd love somebody to prove it to me that it's actually real. How about you? Do you believe in witches and witchcraft? Or wizards and wizardry?
That'd be sweet. I would love to be a wizard. Big Harry Potter fan.
Yeah.
But I think there is. I don't think it's full magic like you see in the movies, but there's definitely. Yeah, there's got to be. There's some magical out there, I believe. Maybe not fully like you see in the movies, but I think they can do something. I think they can. Even changing your emotion changes your day.
Yeah, so like if
and I think they can have that effect. But I think there's got to be something more. I don't know. But yeah, I like to. I want to. I want to believe in them.
I'm the same way. I want to believe. I love living in a world full of magic. Like that would be awesome.
That would be so cool.
But at the same time, it's tough. I don't know.
I feel like bigger, better, more positive things would happen if there was.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think they can have effects. So yeah, I definitely do believe.
I like Pete Holmes' take on magicians.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I love a magician. He's like, I love going to see their stuff. Like, I don't understand the people that go to see a magician, but then they want to ruin it for themselves. They'll go to it and they'll be like, it's a mirror. He's doing. There's a magnet. There's a
It's up his sleeve.
We were in a world of magic. You can go out and deal with the real world stuff. Well, just let me live here with the magic. Like
I've seen this.
Yeah, it was a good bit.
Just let me have my moment.
Yeah. But yeah, so I wish it was real, but I'm not a witch or a wizard, so I can't make it real.
Yeah.
All right. Do you think all characters from childhood stories that we grew up listening to are real? Like, do you think the Three Little Pigs are real? Or do you think Little Red Riding Hood is real? Or Where the Wild Things Are? Or Winnie the Pooh? Or Roger Rabbit? Or Cat in the Hat? Do you believe any of those characters could be real? Or any other characters from other childhood books that you might think of might be real?
Not in the way that you would think.
What do you mean?
I think almost every story has some truth to it. Because the author has to come up with it somehow. So every character, I think, reminds that author of somebody.
So you think it might be a person, or...
Yeah. Like, the Three Little Pigs might not be three little pigs. It might be three best friends that used to hang out. And there was always one dick friend that always had to ruin their fun.
Yeah.
Big Bad Wolf. That might not even be a person. That might be a disease. Coming after Grandma.
That's an interesting one.
What was another one you named?
Where the Wild Things Are.
I don't remember that story.
Okay. Winnie the Pooh.
Now my take, and I've read this somewhere, I don't know if I read it or heard it somewhere. Winnie the Pooh is based on physical emotions. Eeyore is depression. The rabbit was anxiety. Piglet was fear. Winnie the Pooh was your normal everyday feeling of happiness. And what other characters were there?
Tigger.
Tigger was adrenaline and
rambunctious.
Yeah. Hyper.
Yeah.
Hyperness. That's what I heard. And I go, that makes sense. So the writer just based each character off of
an emotion. Makes sense.
What was another one?
Roger Rabbit. I don't know. I don't remember a whole lot about Roger Rabbit.
That was
or Peter Rabbit. Peter Rabbit, I know more about Peter.
You don't remember Roger Rabbit with Jessica Rabbit?
Kinda. Isn't that the like real life and cartoon?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's what it is.
That one I would think that character was based off of one of the author's friend, high-strung friend or something like that, but somehow got a beautiful wife and da 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 da.
Mm-hmm. Could be.
So I think every character is based off somebody that the author had in mind.
All right, and then the last one, Cat in the Hat.
That was Dr. Seuss.
I think a cat got into its owner's hats.
Boom.
And happened to
mystery solved.
Walk out of the situation wearing a hat.
Yeah, I don't know how to explain that one. I think maybe he just did some drugs.
He needed to clean the house and didn't want to, but he envisioned a cat cleaning it.
I think Dr. Seuss just likes shrooms.
Could be.
Because even the artwork shows
a little bit of
hallucination.
Yeah. Imagination.
Yeah, we'll go with that. So, what about you? What do you believe? Do you believe in any of them?
No, I'm basically thinking what you're thinking.
Same page?
Yeah, where they just came up with the story and had an idea of what a story they wanted to tell, but just needed to find a way to tell it, and a way to tell it to kids. Because maybe it was a lesson that they believed was a very good lesson to learn, but needed a character to entice the kids' attention and keep them along for the ride.
Right.
So.
All right. Like if you were abducted, what do you think an alien's first question would be to you if you were abducted?
If I was abducted by aliens, what would their first question be to me?
To just you. Like, why would they take you? What would they ask you? Why do they want you? What is their first question that they're asking Roddy?
I think they're going to ask, do you mind spreading your butt cheeks? No, I don't think that's the first one. I think the first question that they would ask, like if they were abducting me in particular, Oh man.
Like, it's almost like they picked you for a reason.
Yeah.
What's the question that they really wanted to ask you?
How can you be so nice to people that don't deserve it?
That's a good. True. I could see him asking you that.
Because I'm nice to just about everybody, and I don't feel like everybody deserves it, but.
Yeah, I can't believe you're still nice to me.
I know. Hey, you're the first person I thought of. Just kidding. All right, what do you think the aliens would ask you if you were abducted? What's the first question that they would ask you?
Shoot, what was your favorite comedian?
Brian Reed.
Yeah, they're probably going to ask me this. How does Roddy think he's the GOAT?
That's their one
That's
question.
their one question. That's all they wanted to ask me.
And then I think I'm going to change mine. Why does Vandy think Bert is the GOAT?
I don't think Bert's the GOAT. He's my favorite.
Yeah.
I would ask. I would think they would ask me. What is humans' goals in life? What do they strive for? Like, what is the end goal? Because I guarantee they look at us like we're fucking batshit crazy.
Yeah. Why do you think they're going to ask you that? Instead of, like, the president.
Why would you want to talk to them? Look at me.
I'm just playing devil's advocate.
I think they'd probably ask multiple people and want to get, like, an actual...
Oh, so you're going to be in a group of people.
But I think that would be one of the first questions that they would probably ask.
Yeah. Ask everybody, so that way it's kind of get a census of the situation.
Have you ever seen Con Air?
I don't think so.
Where it's with Nicolas Cage and he's on an airplane. He's a prisoner.
Nope, I don't think I have.
It's really good. You need to watch that one.
All right.
John Malkovich is in it. What's his name? That he's in a lot of Adam Sandler movies. Played Crazy Eyes and Mr. Deeds. And,
Steve
Bellucci?
Buscemi.
He was almost like a Jeffrey Dahmer in that.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, he was a psycho. And he played it really well. Really, really well.
Dang.
He looked like a scary son of a bitch in that movie. But at one point, Nicolas Cage looks over him and he goes, "Do you really think I'm going to listen to your psycho crazy ass?" And he goes, "Call me crazy. Don't you think waking up for 60 years, working 9 to 5, the same shitty job that you don't even care about, doing the same thing, coming home to the same woman that you don't really even care about anymore, doesn't that sound a little crazy?" Definition of crazy is doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting a different outcome, but yet you still do it until the day of retirement. Doesn't that seem a little crazy? I'm like, God damn, he's on to something here.
Mm-hmm. That's...
So that comes back to the alien's first question. If you actually took a step back and looked at human interaction, humankind, we're all pretty fucking out there.
Yeah. Yeah, what is the society, like, kind of makes everybody, like, try to do, like, the same thing.
Yeah.
And it's...
I want you to be like me. No, you be like me.
Yeah, why do we need to all be the same?
Why do we strive to do something
other people want us to do?
Yeah. And then keep doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, I've definitely had people in my life like, well, you need to do this. You need to do this. Like, this is how it's supposed to go. And you're like, why? Why do I have to
Do you
that?
remember a couple, like, well, it wasn't a couple, but it was a lot of episodes ago when I tried to come up with that free society?
Yeah, yep.
Do you know what life would be like with that?
I don't know.
We wouldn't have to keep doing what we're doing. We could do whatever the hell we want, whenever we want.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
You might have to put some effort or like thought and effort into that and make it real.
Yeah, that's a lot of work. Another theory that I've heard is if an alien actually looked at us, I think this was a comedian that said this, but if an alien actually came down and looked at us humans, they would think that dogs ruled this universe. And I go, and he goes into explaining it, and it's a great explanation. We walk them. We're the ones that feed them. And we pick up their shit with our bare hands. They're not doing that for us.
Yeah.
We open the doors for them. We drive them around. I go, this guy's onto something. Maybe dogs are the geniuses of this universe.
Yeah. Yeah, and they were able to, like, most of them are able to, because obviously there's some of them that don't have the greatest of lives, but the ones that have at least have captured our hearts and are taking advantage of the situation.
Mm-hmm. Have we really captured have they really captured our hearts, or have we captured theirs?
Yeah, who's the one that's actually...
I mean, to be honest, some of them, they like you. They all like you. But I don't know what I was going about.
I don't either.
Man, I don't.
All right, do you think that robots will take over the world someday?
Like Terminator, huh?
Yeah, however you envision it.
It does scare me. AI definitely scares me.
Yeah.
And I think it actually could happen very, very easily. Especially with how much everything that these things already know about you.
Yeah, and it's just getting more and more.
Yeah.
Like, they're learning more and more.
Your whole life is an algorithm, and they definitely can connect to your algorithm. It's pretty freaking scary.
Yeah. Yeah, I said that I think the world is going to end before that's even an option.
By them?
No, just
end
by us. We're going to do it to ourselves.
I believe it. But I mean, you can whisper about a pillow or something like that, and the next thing you know, you open up your phone and boom, you're getting ads for 20 different freaking pillows.
Yep.
Now, if we get that into AI...
Well, that is AI, basically.
Oh, I know.
Like that's the thing that's doing it. But I mean, I think what you're saying is if we can get, like, if it gets its own
weaponizing ability.
Well, just ability to manipulate the data on its own without interaction from humans.
Yeah, eventually one of these dang computers is going to start thinking for itself.
Yeah, could be.
Then we're going to be in trouble. Once that happens, then we are in trouble.
iRobot. That's what happened there.
So what do you believe? Do you think they'll take over? Think we got Terminator?
I feel like there's definitely a possibility of something like that. I don't know if it is going to take over the world as it does in movies. I feel like it would have the ability to basically take away the world as we know it, because it could terminate itself and then just be useless, and all the computers could just not be a thing anymore. The internet's just never a thing, and we're just back to a society without any of it.
I think I'm the next John Connor.
You think so?
No.
Yeah, that's all I got for that one.
All right. What would you do if you met Bigfoot and he was like Harry and the Hendersons?
I would love him like a brother.
He would be so cool.
He'd be my fuzzy little friend, and we would do everything together. I would teach him how to play disc golf.
You know how good he would be?
If he could master the
Fall
form,
through in the form.
Yeah, if he got the form down.
Launch a disc.
Yes.
Especially with them long arms.
Yep. If I could get him to get the right amount of touch, and maybe I could just have him be my doubles partner forever, so that way, if I ever need a far,
See ya, Josh.
yeah, if I ever need a disc to be thrown like 1,000 feet, I'll have him throw, and then I'll just go up and putt.
Boom.
How about you? What if you met Bigfoot and he was like Harry and the Hendersons?
Dude, he'd be my new favorite pet.
Yeah.
But
would you bring him like to the dog
destroys.
park?
Yeah, that'd be cool. He would destroy everything though, like he did in the movie.
Well, yeah, you'd have to train him or something. You'd have to domesticate him, I guess. Like, make sure that he understands, like, don't eat this computer.
So, alright, that's about all I got for that one. I just thought I'd do a little.
I like that. It's a funny one. I like it. All right. Are there alternate? I know we kind of briefly talked about this, but are there alternate or parallel or multiple universes?
Before this episode, I would have said no, but after talking that last time, definitely think it's a possibility.
Yeah, I think that there are an infinite amount of universes. And it's crazy to think that, but then like you're never going to be able to see any of the other universes. So it's crazy to think that, because like,
man,
it's basically it's another version of you. It's never you, but like that means like, because that could literally like break off, and then maybe 1,000, 10,000, a million like other universes away. Like that means there could be a version of me that's the president, or there's a version of me that's a professional football player, or there's a version of me that is funny, or
you're a serial killer,
or I'm a serial killer. Like,
all right, now after thinking about this, dude, I hope there is not other universes out there.
You don't want there to be?
No.
Why not?
Because if there's a version of me out there that's super successful, I'm going to be really pissed.
Well, why? You can make it happen.
Because I obviously made the wrong decision somewhere along this timeline.
But it could have been as easy as a coin flip.
Yeah, and I made the wrong decision on that coin, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying
So
you don't make the decision. The coin made the decision.
Yeah.
So you're just...
Fuck that coin then. 'Cause I got the wrong one in this damn freaking universe.
Well, I mean, it's crazy to think that, because like, that means there's just anything could happen, and like every small decision, not even decisions, like just everything, like the butterfly effect, everything.
Did you ever see that movie?
Changes. Yeah. Yep.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I liked it. It's been a long time since I've seen it.
I remember when that movie came out. I loved it. That's the first movie and probably only movie that I saw multiple times in theater. I'm pretty sure I saw that thing 6 times in theater.
Wow.
And I don't think I watched it much since.
I have not seen it once in theaters. I think I watched it on DVD. Maybe... I don't even remember how long ago. It's been a long time.
Oh, the big guy from Boy Meets World that we mentioned in the episode a couple...
Eric Matthew? Or the big guy. Yes. Guy yep.
He was in that.
Oh, interesting.
Remember, he was Ashton Kutcher's roommate in college.
Yeah. Wow. Huh. I can't remember his name right now.
John something, isn't it?
something like that. I
don't
I have
know,
him on
he's
Instagram.
ripped now.
Yeah, he's in good shape.
He's jacked. So,
But yeah, I believe that there are alternate universes. But then if you think about it, in half of those universes, I don't believe that.
ooh.
That's not mine. That was actually from a comedian. I don't remember who though.
Wonder how many of them are doing podcasts.
How that
Like
you
we're
and me?
doing a
Yeah.
podcast, yeah.
I don't know.
So
At least one.
this one, baby.
Yeah.
So, entertainment
Yeah, that's all I got for questions. So we can get into the next hour of segments.
And
Sweet.
we're still dedicating the whole episode to the
one
sci-fi, mystical, magical, weird, wild, crazy, different things that
episode.
go bump in the night episode.
To a comedian. But we're gonna get to that in a little bit. But anytime we have an episode like this, I feel like it should tie with what we're talking about in the episode. So you'll see that once we get to the comedian that we actually do have a comedian that is going to tie with the sci-fi
Boom.
and mystery.
I think we picked
Also.
a perfect one.
I think we did too. And we haven't even, I don't think we've dedicated to him yet. We've
Oh.
definitely talked about him,
Mm-hmm.
but we haven't
A
dedicated.
couple times, I think.
Yep. All right. Well, the first part we're going to get into, the first segment, is entertainment. And so instead of talking about entertainment that we have watched recently, we're going to talk about entertainment that we enjoy with the sci-fi, mystical, creature-filled, mysterious,
Horror.
magical favorite movies
Boom.
and TV shows.
Boom.
So
You go first.
I'll go first. One movie that I really enjoy is Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, I wouldn't have even gave that a thought.
Yep, Guardians of the Galaxy is a good one. I enjoy Harry Potter, Jurassic Park,
Boom.
Lord of the Rings,
Boom.
Spider-Man,
Pow pow.
Batman,
Shaka Khan.
and those are the movies. You want me to go into TV shows now?
Yeah.
My favorite TV shows in this genre are You Afraid of the Dark?
Ooh, the Nickelodeon?
Yep. Black Mirror, Twilight Zone, Futurama, Tales from the Crypt, and Stranger Things.
Ooh. You really like Tales of the Crypt, huh?
I love Tales from the Crypt. I have all the seasons at my house.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
All right. So I kind of thought of something a little different than the way you went, but movies for like horror movies. I really like Rob Zombie as a director. I think he's a really good director.
I like his movies too.
He's coming out with The Munsters. He recreated it.
Nice.
I'm kind of curious to see how that turns out.
Yeah, see what his
if he
vision
goes
of it.
morbid with it or if he keeps it still funny and fun. I was a big Freddy Krueger fan.
Oh, yep.
And then vampire movies, Lost Boys,
Oh, that's a good one.
Blade.
Another good one.
I loved all those, that whole trilogy. I think it actually was 4 of them, wasn't it?
It's 3 or 4, yeah, I can't remember.
Oh, Blade was so upset about that too. Like Black Panther.
Really?
He wanted to be Black Panther or something like that, I read. Because, what was it, DC Comics
Yeah.
was going under at the time.
Mm.
And then Blade came out, and he re-sparked DC Comic. All because of that movie.
Wow.
He goes, I saved DC Comic, and they didn't even... I think he was more upset that when they came out with Black Panther, they didn't even talk to him.
Oh. He just wanted to be a part of it.
Yeah, well, he would have liked to have been offered the part, but he said, they didn't even call me, they didn't talk to me, they didn't say anything. I'm like,
Did he reach out to them, though?
I don't know.
He should reach out to them.
But at the same time, Pay your taxes, maybe more people listening.
That's funny. I didn't know that happened.
Yeah, he went to prison for like 3 or 4 years or whatever.
Wow.
Yeah, didn't you? What's the movie with Rocky? Sylvester Stallone,
Yeah.
where he has all those mercenaries and they're killers or whatever. I can't remember there's the Expendables.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah, when they go and save Wesley Snipes, they do a lot of the tax fraud jokes in there.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
They do
Maybe
a lot-
because I feel like I've seen that movie. I've seen The Expendables. I don't know if it was in the first one or second.
They do a lot of real world jokes in there,
I guess I just didn't catch those ones.
like with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
What was the jokes about him?
When they went in there, this was because when they made that, he was still governor or whatever. They go, "What's his problem?" He's like, he thinks he's gonna become president.
Oh, that's funny.
So, but yeah, I think they did a couple of jokes about Wesley Snipes and taxes and stuff like that. There's a few other ones in there too.
Yeah.
So, what was another good one? It was Wes Craven, vampires. Oh, I got a good one. Quentin Tarantino, Dusk Till Dawn. Have you seen that one? You know, with what's his name? George Clooney.
I haven't seen that one.
And Quentin Tarantino is his brother. And they hold this reverend, his daughter, and his son hostage and go into Mexico. And they end up staying at this bar because they're going to meet their partners or whatever. And they go into this bar, and Cheech Rodriguez is a character in there. And they go into the bar, and after so long of being in the bar, they lock the doors or whatever, and find out that they're all vampires. Everybody that's worked there, everybody that's in there, and the place gets flooded by vampires. And they gotta like fight their way out.
Wow.
It's a pretty badass movie. You should watch that.
That'd be a cool fight scene
I think
to
it's
watch.
called Dusk Till Dawn. But they go in like this back room because they're looking for weapons or whatever to reset or whatever. And they find out that it's just filled because there's like a truck stop or whatever too. So all the back room was filled with whatever was on the trucks. So they got all kinds of this weird stuff. So like the pastor, they found like water guns and stuff like that. So the pastor blessed the water. So it's like holy water squirting out of the squirt guns. And then he found like a jackhammer from like a construction site, and he shoves a freaking pole in it, a wooden beam into it, and then sharpens it. It's pretty badass.
That's funny. Yeah, I'd be interested in a movie like that. I might have to look into that.
Yeah. What's her name? Too, she's in it. She looks really freaking hot. She was in Desperado, and then she played the mom in Grown Ups to Adam Sandler.
Oh yeah, yeah. I can't think of her name right now.
Starts with an S, doesn't it?
That's what I'm picturing, but I can't picture. Selena?
No.
No. I can't remember.
I can't either. Anyway, so all right, that's it for entertainment that I have.
All right, sweet. Well, let's get into the next segment. Again, we're continuing the same segments, but we are doing it with the theme of sci-fi and such. So we're gonna do Marry, Fuck, Kill.
Boom. I'll go first this time.
Sure.
All right, my first one is vampires, aliens, and gremlins.
Ooh. I think I'm gonna marry an alien.
Ooh.
No.
Really?
Yeah. Yep. I'm gonna marry an alien.
Nice. It could be hot. You never know.
Yep. I think I'm gonna fuck a vampire because of the whole. I want to suck your blood
Mm-hmm.
thing.
Or
And I
suck
think,
something else.
yeah, I think they can do something else with that. But I don't want them to bite it because that would hurt. And I think I'm going to kill a gremlin.
Nice.
How about you?
I'm gonna marry a vampire because most female vampires are pretty sexy. Probably fuck an alien and kill a gremlin.
Okay. I can respect that. Just don't fuck the alien I'm going to marry. And I'll do the same. I won't do that to your vampire wife.
Nice. I like it.
All right, my next one.
We're gonna be together forever.
You and your wife, or you and me?
Me and the vampire.
Oh, well, I mean, you have to be.
Forever and ever.
There's no ending. At least with
We're gonna be a bunch of night owls too.
well, you have to be with a vampire. You can't go in the sun. All right, my next one is vampire, werewolf, ghost.
Vampire, werewolf, ghost. I am gonna marry the vampire again. Fuck the ghost and kill the werewolf.
Okay.
What are you doing?
I think I'm going to. Oh man, I was thinking similar to yours, but now I'm thinking a little different.
Okay.
I think I'm going to marry the ghost
Okay.
because then no matter where I am or what I'm doing or whatever, my wife can be with me or not be with me, depending on wherever the ghost wants to go. And we could literally go anywhere. I don't know if that's a thing, if like I'm touching a ghost or a ghost has me and can bring me places, but that'd be cool. I think I'm going to fuck the vampire and I'm going to kill the werewolf.
Nice.
Because I would get scared during full moons.
I'll go with that. I like it. All right. E.T., Chucky, and Casper.
Man. I feel like I'm going to marry Casper. Because I feel like I can actually have a conversation with Casper.
Mm-hmm.
And have him not want to kill me.
Nice.
I'm going to kill Chucky. Because he's a killer doll. And I don't like people that kill. Or dolls. And I'm going to... What was the other one?
E.T., Chucky, and
E.T.
Casper.
I'm going to fuck E.T. Because...
Yeah, that'd be fun.
he wouldn't be able to tell anybody about it. He'd just be like...
E.T. phone home. Alright. I am going to marry Casper.
Not before me.
Yeah, I know. I'm doing the exact same as you. I can't
Yeah.
help it. Yeah, I'm marrying Casper, fucking E.T., and killing Chucky.
Yeah. I mean, that's basically
It's
how
just-
it is.
It's the way it's got to be.
It's a fact. Matter of fact. All right, my next one is dragon, unicorn, alien.
I'm gonna marry a dragon, fuck a unicorn, and kill. What was the last one?
Alien.
An alien.
Okay. I know I married the alien the first time, but I'm going to marry a unicorn
Nice.
because I feel like that could potentially be the prettiest, and I like pretty things.
Yeah, but I picked a dragon because it's gonna keep me warm for eternity.
There you go. I think I'm going to fuck an alien because it could look like anything, or maybe it's a shapeshifter, so it can
Right.
look like whatever I want it to. And I'm gonna kill the dragon, and I'm gonna look like a
Nice.
knight, and my unicorn wife is going to love me more
Nice.
because I saved the unicorn village.
Boom. All right, my last one. I tried to find, I dug deep to try to find 3 hot, dark, evil-looking, creepy chicks.
Okay.
So I went with Elvira,
Okay.
Morticia
Okay.
from Addams Family,
Yep.
Addams Family Values,
Mm-hmm.
and then Lily Munster. That's an old TV show, which Rob Zombie is recreating,
Yep.
like I said.
Yep.
But Lily Munster from The Munsters. The mom.
I think I'm going to kill Lily Munster. I'm going to marry Mrs. Adams. What was her name?
Morticia.
Morticia. I'm going to marry Morticia. I don't even remember my wife's name. And I'm going to...
Sounds about right.
And I'm going to fuck...
Elvira?
The one that, again, I didn't remember her name either.
Big boobies.
Big boobies.
I'm going to... Yeah, I'm going to kill Lily. Just like you. But I'm going to marry Elvira. Because she just... I've seen her outside of the TV shows that she did, but she still played the part.
Yeah.
Seems like a very fun girl.
Yeah.
And smoking body. And I'm going to fuck Morticia.
Sweet. My last one. And this is not necessarily any, like, characters. This is just movie series. Harry Potter. Lord of the Rings. Game of Thrones.
Damn, this is tough because I like all three so much. I'm marrying Harry Potter because I loved it. Like, that's big time Harry Potter fan. And I think I'm going to fuck Game of Thrones. And I hate to do it, but I think I'm killing Lord of the Rings. Which is fine because I actually liked the Hobbit better. So I'm killing, but I still love the Lord of the Rings. It's a classic.
Yeah, no, I went similar, but a little different. So I'm marrying Harry Potter. That's my favorite of the three. Mm-hmm. And again, I love everything about Harry Potter. I actually got a Harry Potter video game now. It's a Lego version of it. Yeah, it's fun. I'm going to fuck Lord of the Rings.
Suck it.
I know that Game of Thrones would make more sense to fuck because there's a lot of fucking in it, but
a lot of boobies, a lot of nice boobies.
But I haven't seen a whole lot of Game of Thrones, and maybe if I've watched more of it, I would.
Wait, what? You've never seen Game of Thrones? No, dude, you need to binge watch that.
I have watched like one episode. The very first episode. And
so you haven't watched any of Game of Thrones.
I've basically...
You might as well just say I haven't watched Game of Thrones at all.
Yeah. So, I mean, I know very, very little. So that's why I'm not going to...
To be honest, the first episode is the worst episode of all the episodes.
Really?
Yeah, it doesn't get good till, like, episode 3. You gotta really, like...
Get into it.
Grit your teeth, like... Did really
just get to know the story and then characters and
first 2 episodes you really got to grit your teeth to get through. Like, it's like, how did this get that much hype as big as it did?
And I think that's what the thing was, is because I own the first season, but I've only watched the first episode.
You got to grit your teeth and just bear through the first 2 episodes, and then it gets good.
Okay.
And then after it gets good, then it gets addicting, and then after it gets addicting, you're hooked forever. So good.
Well, then maybe
especially season 1. Season 1, I guarantee you, if you watch season 1, I guarantee you, at the very last episode of it, you go, what?
Then I have to watch season 2.
You'll end up calling me and going, how does this, what? How does that happen?
Oh.
This cannot happen. You'll go, I gotta see season 2 like right now because there's no way what happened just happened and it's real.
Huh. Maybe I'll change my mind later on, but I'm gonna stick with killing it right now just because I don't know enough about it.
Okay, which is fine. I wasn't trying to talk you out of killing it. I'm just trying to talk you into watching.
Yeah, no, for sure. No, so like I said, I'm gonna marry Harry Potter, fuck Lord of the Rings, and kill Game of Thrones. That's my final. Right. For now.
Next segment?
Yeah, next segment is Love It or Hate It. So we're going to talk about certain things. Again, these are all going to be sci-fi related. And we're just going to talk about things that we either love or hate. Again, there is no in between. You have to either love or hate and explain your reasoning.
My first one is Gremlins.
I'm going to say hate.
Really?
I love the movie. But
Classic.
I don't like how evil they get.
I don't think they get real evil. Well, maybe a little bit.
Yeah, the evil gremlins.
But they're funny evil.
Well, in the movie, but you know how OCD I am. They're gonna mess with all my stuff.
Stuff. You can swear. It's a podcast. We can do whatever we want. You know.
They're gonna wreck all my
Stuff.
My stuff.
Oh gosh, dang it! Anyhow.
Now you make me feel like Butters.
Freaking frack! I'll darn.
Gall dang it.
Um.
They'll wreck all my shit.
Oh.
What?
Shoot, what was it? Lady today at I went to the gas station. Most Minnesotan. I was like, I didn't even want to meet her. Like, I'm like, you're the woman. And you'll go, what do you mean you're? She's the woman that made everybody think that this is how Minnesotans talk.
Oh.
She's like, well, hey there, well, don't you know now? Welcome to the grocery store, eh? You have a beautiful day now, eh?
Oh my gosh. Yep. That'll do it.
Oh, I was going to tell you earlier about it. I had to tell somebody.
Yeah.
Frick, it was funny. I was like, no way. Really? There's actually somebody out there that talks like that. So
funny.
I said love.
You said love.
To Gremlins.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
What about Gremlins 2?
Love that one too. I think that's better than the first one almost.
I can't remember much of the second one. I feel like
only because I really like how the one dude gets like molested by the female gremlin.
Maybe I haven't seen it. I swear I've seen both of them. I own them both.
One is in his like hometown.
Yep.
And it was like
I definitely remember the first one.
The
I just
second,
can't remember much
the
of
second one is he worked in like New York City or whatever in a big office
yes.
production.
Yep, I do. I remember that one now. I don't remember that scene in particular. I'm assuming it was in the office though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
it is in the end of the movie it ends that way. Like after they killed them all, the only one still surviving was the girl, and he was trapped up there, and they're like, you need to hurry. And it's her in a wedding dress, the female gremlin. Dun, dun, dun.
No.
She's like, come here, sweetheart.
Jeez.
And he's just covered in like lipstick.
Yeah.
So it makes me laugh. I still like it.
Yeah.
I introduced Gracie to it.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
She likes it.
I bet.
She was a little scared at first.
I think that's about the age. That's the age I started watching that stuff.
So, but it wasn't like I introduced her to Chucky or anything.
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
It's Gremlins. So.
Mm-hmm. All right. My first one is space exploration. Love it or hate it?
Love it. I think it'd be really cool.
I said love it too. I would love to just see space forever.
It'd be really cool to see Earth from outside of Earth.
Yeah. Well, that and then just going to see new planets, seeing if there's life out there. Like, obviously, it would take a long time to get to that point.
That's awesome.
What?
We landed on the moon!
Oh. I was really confused as to what you were doing there for a second.
No way. Dumb and Dumber, for those of you that didn't get it. So yeah, exploration, you're in for it. Huh?
I love it, yep.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be really cool. I'd love to go to Saturn.
Why Saturn?
I don't know, I like the rings.
Yeah.
What about you? If you could go to any planet.
I want to go to a planet that there's...
Not existed? Not found yet?
Yeah, that we don't know yet. Because I want to be able to see life on another planet. And I want to experience that life. And, like, hopefully it's another planet like Earth where you can breathe on it. And you don't have to worry about anything like...
Gravity
isn't too much. And, yeah, all that stuff.
All right. Killer insect sci-fi movies.
I haven't watched enough of them. Otherwise, I'd say I'd love it. I did say hate it. There are a few that I've seen, like that one from the 90s where like it's giant spiders
Mm-hmm.
everywhere. I can't remember what it's called.
Sharknado.
There's Sharknado, yeah. But that's more like that's sharks, it's not insects.
True.
But I said hate it. I love sci-fi movies,
Yeah.
but that genre, I'd rather watch other ones.
Yeah, me too.
So,
Yeah, I went with hated as well.
makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, immortality.
Live forever, huh?
Live forever. Do you love it or hate it?
At first, when you first asked this, I said I was leaning hard, love it. I think it'd be badass to live forever. But I'm going to go with hate it because I think I'm going to be the only one. And if I'm the only one, then I'm just seeing loved one after 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 loved one
After loved one.
dying.
Yeah.
And I'm still alive.
Yep.
Sons of bitches.
That's why I said hate it as well. I thought I was gonna say love it, and I thought you were gonna say love it.
I was thinking about it.
I'm the same
I was
way
all
though.
about it.
Yep. And then I thought about that, and I thought about just
Not having me in your life for the rest of your life, huh?
yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that would ruin it for you.
But well, that and just like living forever, I feel would get boring.
Yeah.
I feel like it would be like winning the lottery all the time or just having an endless amount of money. Like, sure, it's great, but it's probably going to get boring after a while.
How many years do you think it would take you to buy something and not open it because you know it's going to be valuable eventually? How many years do you think it'd be?
I don't think a year. I'm so bad with that stuff.
Right.
Like, I want to do that stuff, and I would love to, like, buy, like, I don't know what's going to be valuable in the future. I'm just going to throw something out there, like...
But if you're living immortal...
Oh, yeah, if I was immortal, then for sure I would do that.
Yeah, that's my point. So,
Yeah.
but at what year in your own mortality...
Oh. If that was the case, if I was immortal, I could save everything and just have storage.
Yeah, my question is, at what age do you think you would go, I need to start doing this?
Oh, I would do it immediately if I knew I was immortal. So, like, if you're saying that, like, if you're telling me right now that I am now immortal,
Yep.
I'm doing it right now.
Well, yeah, because now, so at the age of 30 is what you're saying.
Sure. Otherwise, if
That's what I'm saying.
okay, if I
See,
were to
like-
start my
like
whole life,
when I was like 20 years, I go, at 20, I wouldn't have fucking saved anything on the box because I didn't know. At 30, I didn't know. So I think it might be my 60th year that I go, all right, man, I need to start buying some of this stuff and not opening it.
yeah, I would do it. Say like right now, but say
So it would take you 30 years
say if I were to start my life brand new, like
from as a baby.
as a baby,
And you know you're going to live forever.
and I know I'm going to live forever as a baby. I know this. I'm probably going to live my childhood not like I'm going to open everything because I'm a
Just
kid.
like, yeah.
I don't care. Like I'm a kid. And then I feel like in my mid 20s is when I'm going to start saving.
Okay. That was my question.
After college.
Okay, that was my question.
After college, and maybe after I'm out of college for a little bit, so I get to enjoy my youth. And I feel like I'm still enjoying my youth.
You're going to enjoy your
but-
youth forever because you live from you're immortal.
I know, but I'm just saying.
Okay, here's a new question
Okay.
then. You live in immortal.
Okay.
How old do you want to be? Like, stop aging.
Oh,
Like, boom. How old are you? You're 700 years old?
yeah.
You don't look a day over...
I'm gonna
What age?
say, man, either late 20s, basically late 20s to like even a little bit older than I am now. So like mid 30s, mid 20s to mid 30s. So 25 to 35, somewhere in there, I feel like is gonna be like your sweet spot, because for me, I'm okay with it being a little bit older. Like I feel like some people might go a little less than that, but I look young for my age anyways, and I just want to be able to look like an adult, but also have that childhood like
Or yeah.
like I can play with Legos and it still looks okay.
It's never gonna look.
I
okay.
know. But
All right. For me, I'm gonna have to go 36. I think I'm gonna be one hell of a sexy 36-year-old guy. I think eventually, according to what I saw in the future.
ooh, so you have time travel. Dang.
I'm looking pretty good, let me tell you.
But then 37. Ooh, man.
Goes way downhill real quick.
It went.
Real quick, so enjoy it for the split second
Yep.
you're gonna get it.
That was a really good.
6 months.
I wasn't even going to give you that. I was going to give you.
2 weeks?
It was a really good April 1st of 2024, 25,
Hold on. You said 36?
Yeah.
25,
25.
I think.
That's a good guess. I just did that off the top of my head quick.
Alright. Whose turn is it?
Yours.
Alright. Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, you did Immortality. Paranormal Activity movies.
I love the Paranormal Activity movies.
Yes.
The only tough part is I've seen all of them. And I want to watch them again. In my mind, in my heart, I know I want to watch them again. But I want to watch them with somebody that hasn't watched them.
Oh.
So I can relive
That
not
experience
knowing when
when
it's
it's
coming.
coming.
I know when it's coming. So I can kind of watch their reaction and still get that burst of like joy from that, if that makes sense.
I loved the first one, and I think it went downhill after that.
I do feel like there was a couple that went downhill.
All right. The first one, really good. Really, really good. Second one, third one, I think were two of the worst ones. And then, didn't they make a fourth?
A fourth one was, I think it had the portal in the
Where
upstairs.
they actually, yeah. I thought that was one of the best.
Yeah.
And then it got good.
Yeah.
Because you actually see some shit.
Yep. And there's like 7 of them because there's like,
Oh, there is?
yeah, there's more. And there's a new one that actually just came out that I want to see, but I can't watch it on any of the streaming services I have. And I need to find a way to see it. But it looks like it's like in a cabin in the woods or something like that. It looks,
Shut
yeah,
up.
it looks like it's going to be good. I can't remember
So
what it's
I'm
called.
way behind, so I really need to get back on this.
Yeah, because there's one on the internet, I think. I can't remember exactly. And
I
then
need to get in on this.
And then there's one down in,
See,
I believe it's in Mexico.
the last
I
one
can't
I saw
remember.
was when they lived across the street from what crazy stuff was going on.
Yeah, no, there's more than, because there's like the original 4, but then they made more after that.
Wow.
Yeah, but they like stopped numbering them.
Okay.
So it's Paranormal 1, 2, 3, 4, and then Paranormal Activity something another.
Something or other.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, there's definitely a new one that I want to watch, but it's on like Paramount. No, I don't think it's on. It's on one of the streaming services that I don't have.
Okay.
So
love it?
love it.
I'm gonna go with hate it. I like it. First one, I was
Yeah.
really good. If it could have stayed along the lines of the first one, I would have said love it.
Yeah.
But
It's tough because I love it, but it is, like I said, I would much rather watch it another time with somebody
someone.
that hasn't watched it yet so I can relive it. Whereas, like, watching it by yourself, like, you already know what's coming, and I don't know. It'd be different than watching it with somebody else.
don't quote me on this, and I'm not sure if this is actually real or true, but I think it's one of the highest netting movies of all time.
Oh, it might be. I don't.
The first one.
Yeah, because it cost them almost nothing to
I
make.
think like $17,000.
Yeah.
Because they just used a home camera.
Yep.
17 grand, and I think they netted like 270 million or something.
Yeah.
I'm throwing
yeah.
out a number, but it was
Some huge
well
number.
into like 9 digits or something like that.
Wow. That's
For
nuts.
7. Could you imagine? That'd be like me and you freaking $300 podcast investment, and boom, we're $100 million. Like,
Yeah.
Joe Rogan kind of stuff, man.
Yeah.
Granted, he probably invested a lot more eventually.
Eventually, yeah.
But
He's definitely invested more time. He's got way more episodes.
just a couple.
And his episodes are even longer than on some of ours.
Oh, yeah, I know. That being said, though, like, I could do some episodes as long as it is pretty easily, I think.
Yeah, we could definitely go
Oh,
longer.
yeah.
Yeah, we definitely...
With ease, I think.
Yeah.
I couldn't do an hour podcast.
No, we've had people that want to do an hour podcast with us, but we're like, nope, we're not going to do that.
Yeah, I don't think I could. I mean, I could. Just not with somebody. Like, as myself, going by myself, I could do an hour.
Yeah.
But, like, just me and you, or if I'm talking with somebody, I don't think I could do one.
No, that's just not enough time.
I don't think it is.
If you want to have a genuine conversation and you don't want to like, okay, well now we got to get to the next thing. Oh, now we got to get to the next thing. Now we got to get to the next thing.
We don't, especially with our podcast, an hour, I feel like we can't even touch.
It would literally be 5 questions each. It'd be total of 10 questions. The way that we do our stuff.
And rushed.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, because we're over 2 hours, and we also have these segments that we do.
Mm-hmm.
When it's just you and me, and then when it's a guest, we do 4 questions, 2 questions, 5 questions.
What I like is a lot of our guests, they go 2 hours, 2 hours. That's a lot.
And then they do the podcast.
And then they do the
like,
podcast. They're like, I thought you said we were going to go for 2 hours.
Yeah, that was over 2 hours.
That was 2 hours and 16 minutes, actually.
Yeah.
Wow, that flew by. I feel like we could have went way longer. Yeah, told you.
Yep.
So.
And sometimes we're not like trying to, but we like realize like where we're at on time, and we're like, okay,
we
let's.
got to push.
Yep.
I like how we are starting to notice each other's looks and
Yeah.
actually understand when I look down and look at I'm like,
Yep.
Yep. So.
All right, my next love it or hate it is Greek mythology. So I'm talking about like the Olympic gods, like Aphrodite, Ares, Athena, Hades, Poseidon, Zeus, all that, and like all the Titans and gods, and yeah, like Hercules, creatures like the Centaur and Cyclops, Pegasus, giants, phoenixes, all of that stuff. Like, what do you think?
Love it.
I said love it too.
I absolutely. That was one of my. I wish they would have taught that in school a little bit more.
Yeah, they did teach it a little bit.
A little bit, but
yep.
it was only like a day, maybe 2. Of like, come on, let's learn this shit. This is actually cool. These are cool stories too.
Mm-hmm. Do you believe in it?
That's a good question. I think they're more tall tales.
Yeah, I believe in some of the stories, and I believe in some of the, like, not necessarily all of the stories, but like I believe in like, how am I trying to say this? The way that they like came up with the stories isn't necessarily all true, but it's like some of the morals and stuff are really good morals to go
I
by.
think they're stories that try to get kids to live a certain way.
Yeah.
Especially back then.
Yeah.
Be like this person because they're this. And that.
You can be a god. You can be a titan. I actually don't want... I guess, no, the Titans are already out this year, so we can talk about them. I just really want the Rams to win, so... And actually, by now, we already know who won the Super Bowl, probably.
Yes, we will.
But we don't right now. Not when we're recording.
All right, next segment?
Yep, next segment is...
Roddy or Vandy.
Roddy or Vandy. What did we do in that one?
We named something that something that's most likely to happen or do, and we got to figure out either you or me who's more likely to do it.
Sweet. You want to start, or do you want me to?
I'll start.
Okay.
Most likely to be the lead character in a horror film.
I said Vandy.
I said Vandy as well.
I said that Roddy would get killed off.
I said Roddy would be the comic relief.
Oh, but I would also get killed off.
And
I do like the comic relief.
I think
though.
you'd be the first one killed because usually the comic relief is one of the first one killed.
Yeah. Well, because that's when it starts getting serious.
Yeah.
You're like, wait, if
The funny's got to end sometime,
Yeah,
and the
if-
seriousness has got to go.
you're like, if the funny guy dies, this is gonna get serious.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. Yep, I think we're both in agreement on that one.
Absolutely.
All right, who is more likely to be a vampire, a werewolf, or some other creature outside of a human?
I went with Roddy.
Roddy? I said I only did vampire and werewolf because those are the two that I brought up.
Mm-hmm.
I said Roddy is most likely to be a vampire, and Vandy is most likely to be a werewolf.
Teen Wolf, baby.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's what I said. I don't know. I figured that was kind of accurate. I have no reasoning behind it, but
I said you because I think some hot chick would lure you in and bite you. Get a little.
So you're saying that I can close?
I'm gonna say that she can close very easily.
I mean, I'm cool with it as long as the deal gets sealed. That's good with me.
Right. So, all right. My next one. Most likely to rampage Area 51.
I said Vandy.
Really?
Yep.
I said Roddy.
Why did you say Roddy? I don't have 100% reason yet. I'm still trying to figure that out.
I think you would be more curious than I would.
I definitely feel like I'd be more curious, but I feel like I would be more worried. Like I feel like
About legal troubles.
yeah, legal troubles and stuff like that. I feel like you'd be like, once you got the idea and it's a good idea in your head, you'd be like, I'm gonna find a way to do this, and you're not really gonna care about the consequences,
Mm-hmm.
and you're gonna find a way to do it without the consequences, and you're just gonna
Go for it.
go for it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So that's why I said Vandy.
All right.
All right, who is most likely to travel back in time? Who is most likely to move forward in time?
I feel like you did two here, but
I did, but I also.
But you made it into one. All right. Back in time, I said Vandy. Forward in time, I said Roddy.
That's exactly what I have, because I feel like you are way more of a history guy than me,
Yeah.
and I want to know what's gonna happen.
About to happen.
Yep, and I want to know. You know what? Like,
Where am I?
yeah, where am I? Do I need to save things, or can I just
What do I need to do?
can I spend everything now? Because well,
It's
next
ending.
week is. I hope it's not next week now. Jeez, I think I might have just. That's not good. Or do I hope it gets into next week? Oh my god.
Nice.
I'm just kidding. Hopefully.
All right. Who is most likely to survive a zombie apocalypse?
I said Vandy.
I said Vandy as well.
I feel like you would have more weapons available, and you would be.
I feel like I was made for that event.
Yeah. And I would become a zombie immediately. Because some hot zombie
It
would,
would be like, and
and she would close the deal.
he's gone.
All right, who's most likely to colonize another planet?
This one was tough because I think we both would be really good at this, and I think I could, but I think you'd be better at it.
You think I'd be better at it?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't say. I wasn't going for who was going to be better. I just said that it was Roddy, but I said I would colonize another planet before you would, because I don't have anything tying me back to Earth.
Ooh, that's a good answer. I said you would be better at it because I think I could do it. I think I could, but after, say we both went to this one and I went to that one and we both colonized it. Mine's going to be colonized. Yours is going to be a lot more organized.
Oh, mine's gonna be 100% organized. If there's any disorganization, you're going to Vandy's planet.
Yeah. So this is what they did with all the bad people. I got it.
Yeah, now we understand Earth.
Starting to see how the British treated Australia.
All right, now we get into our next segment.
Yep.
Would you rather?
Would you rather?
So in this segment, we talk about would we rather do this? Would we rather do that? Would we rather do the other thing? So we have two different things, sometimes maybe more, but you have to decide what you're going to do.
You have to pick one.
Yep, you got to pick a side. So
Quit.
I'll go first. So would you rather have magical powers that can only benefit you, or have magical powers that only help other people?
I'm going to be selfish and say only help me.
Yeah.
Because I could find a way where I could help others by it helping me.
Okay. There you go. I went the other way because I feel like if I'm able to use my magic to help others,
they're going to help you.
Either they're going to help me, or with, like, say I help all of my friends and family.
Mm-hmm.
I just help myself because everybody
else around you is better.
And I can help strangers that I feel like are maybe just in a tough spot, but they would do better if they were in a better spot. Go ahead and help them, or vice versa. Maybe somebody bad got into a good spot.
Boom.
But you don't deserve to be there. Boom, you're gone. Well, not gone. I'm not going to kill them. I'm just going to take their stuff. Be like Peter Pan.
All right. Would you rather be chased by a ghost or Bigfoot?
I said a ghost, even though I don't think you'd ever be able to get away from a ghost. I just don't know how ghosts work. So I don't know if a ghost would, like, if they're chasing me, are they going to be able to take over my body? Are they going to be able to physically hurt me?
Right.
So I don't know that stuff. So that's why I said ghost. Because Bigfoot, I know if Bigfoot got a hold of me, I'm toast.
Yeah, that's what I said. I went with pretty much the same thing. I said ghost because I don't think a ghost can really hurt you, per se.
Yeah,
maybe they could.
Maybe they could.
But if not, I mean, I'll take that gamble.
Yeah.
Because I know Bigfoot's fucking me up.
Mm-hmm. Well, unless the Bigfoot's nice.
Yeah. Maybe it's Harry.
Yeah.
From the Hendersons.
Yep. Maybe she's nice.
Maybe she is. Maybe she's a he.
Yeah. Maybe she's a she.
All
right. Would you rather encounter an alien on Earth or on another planet?
I'm going to say Earth.
Why?
Because if it gets violent, at least I know I have people around me. If I'm on the planet and it gets violent, I'm the only one there.
And you're probably not going to last very long.
I am walking off that planet. I will be just fine.
I said on Earth as well. I wasn't necessarily thinking of people. I just feel like I know Earth. Like, I know where I could maybe go run and hide. I know places around here. I don't know places around there. I know what's safe and what's not safe.
I like how you're picking to hide, and I was picking how to kick its ass.
Yeah. Oh, that just shows our personalities, I guess.
All right. Would you rather make a deal with the devil or spend an eternity on a UFO?
I said an eternity on a UFO because we're most likely going to be traveling through space to places and destinations that I've never seen or heard of or could ever imagine.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that'd be pretty cool.
I said a deal with the devil.
Yeah.
Because a UFO, who knows what's going on there. And I'll never get to see anybody back here again.
Yeah, but what if, like, because once you make a deal with the devil, once you die, you're his.
Yeah. You're
going to deal with that later?
I'll deal with that, bro. We'll push that off.
That's future me's.
Yeah, that's my.
problem.
See, you're getting it.
Yeah.
It's like Ted.
Yep.
That's future. That's future Ted's problem.
Yeah. Yep.
Man, past Ted was a dick.
All right. Would you rather be sent to a parallel universe or see another version of yourself in this universe? So would you rather like run into yourself in a different universe or run into yourself in this universe?
I'll go with a different universe.
Why is that?
Just to see what could have been.
Yeah. There you go.
What the possibilities actually could be.
Yeah.
Somewhere out there I might be married with like 9 kids.
Yeah.
What did I choose to get there?
Well, I mean, you could have also been a professional football player named Phillip Rivers and had the same situation. He's got 9 kids.
He does.
Yeah.
That's a freaking baseball team.
Otherwise, another thing that I saw on Reddit recently is, I believe, is it No. Who's the Raiders running back? Josh Jacobs. I heard that he also has 9 kids, but he's 23.
That's ridiculous.
And it's with 8 different baby mamas.
Oh, man.
That's what it said on Reddit.
Your paycheck.
Yeah, that's what it said on Reddit. So, I don't know. I didn't look into it. I'm just kind of speculating based off that post. But, yeah, I think I said the other universe as well, just to kind of see what another universe would be like. It would suck if I would never be able to get back to this universe.
Yeah.
But if I knew that I couldn't get back to this universe, then I would rather it be the opposite. I would rather stay in this universe and run into myself. Like, yeah. So I guess it depends on that kind of a situation.
Big breaking news.
What's that?
Sorry, I was on my phone.
Oh, you're good.
Ryan Poles chooses the Bears GM position over the Vikings.
Oh. So
I didn't want him anyway.
Yeah. We'll go with that.
He was from the Browns organization.
Oh, okay.
So, all right, my last one. Would you rather be a zombie hunter or a vampire hunter?
I said zombie hunter because I feel like zombies are slower and they can't turn into a bat and fly. And I don't want to have to look here and never know what's coming.
And I picked vampires because I thought it would be a little more challenging.
Oh, I went the easy route because I want to be able to sleep at night.
Oh, who is it? There's a comedian. I think he was talking about the Walking Dead and all that. And he goes, "These people are so dumb. Zombies. They're human. They have human teeth. Put on a leather suit and go to sleep. You're fine. They'll gnaw on you, but they ain't gonna get through. I mean, why are you wearing a tank top and sleeveless shirts and sports bras and
yeah? Just sleep in an armor.
Yeah,
like just sleep in a knight's uniform.
They can't bite through that stuff. They have human teeth.
That's a good point.
I never thought of
Yeah.
that. Just wear thicker clothing. You'll be fine.
I like that. That's funny. Sweet. Well, I think it's that time of night.
It is that time of the night, and thank goodness, because I think I've been nodding off a couple times here.
Yeah, I'm getting there too. It's getting late. I'm actually doing okay, actually.
Yeah, this was a fun episode.
Yeah.
This was a really fun episode, and I think we should do something like this again.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Whether it be sci-fi or a different thing, but I really enjoy thinking outside the box and doing this. But so, what time of night was it again?
We are to our dedication.
Who are we dedicating to?
Oh.
It's got to be somebody in the sci-fi realm.
Yeah, Rob Zombie.
Is that who we were doing?
No.
That's what I thought. I was like, he's not a comedian, and we didn't talk about that.
Right. Who are we doing?
Patton Oswalt.
Patton Oswalt.
He loves sci-fi.
He does.
And he can talk your ear off about it. If you listen to him on a podcast, if you listen to his stand-up, he loves this stuff. He's in a bunch of shows about it. He just loves it. And if you have not heard of Patton Oswalt, I know we've talked about him in previous episodes. Great stand-up comedian. He has got so much going on for him in the stand-up world. He's got so much going on in the movie world. He does voice acting. I don't know what that was.
I think I bumped it with my computer. I was looking at his wife.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, he's had 2 wives, I think,
Mm-hmm.
because one passed away a few years ago.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. But yeah, he's just perfect for this episode because he loves it so much. I actually, as I'm talking, there would have been another really good comedian for this, but Brian Posehn.
Oh yeah,
would have been another one. But Patton Oswalt is who we went with because I feel like he's perfect for this. Just a great comedian, so funny. He knows so many people in the industry, and
great storyteller.
Yeah, amazing storyteller.
One of the best in the biz.
I just love hearing his voice.
Yeah, he's
like,
hilarious.
He's a comfort voice for me. Like I will listen to his stand up while I'm doing stuff because I know his stand up already, so I'm maybe not gonna get the laugh every single time.
He was on the Drew Carey show, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Or
no, not the Drew Carey.
Yeah.
Maybe he was on the Drew Carey show, but I know he was on King of Queens. Yeah, I'm actually I gotta look that up if he's.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure wasn't he Drew Carey's best friend on the Drew Carey show?
He might have been. Oh, he was a writer on Mad TV. I didn't know that.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
He was Ratatouille.
Yep.
I knew that one. He's in 22 Jump Street. He's actually pretty funny in that too.
Man.
I can't see. I'm not seeing the your filmography. There we go.
Yep.
He's in Zoolander.
I forgot he was in Dodgeball.
Yep, Dodgeball. He's in a Harold and Kumar movie. Man, I don't see it.
I don't see any like TV shows though. Oh, there we go, television.
That would be where it probably is.
94. He was in Seinfeld.
Oh, I was gonna say that. He's in Family Guy, a few episodes. Curb Your Enthusiasm.
The Weird Al show.
Nice. Kim Possible he was in. Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
He was in Batman Beyond.
I guess. He's in some music videos. That's fun. But yeah, if you haven't heard of Patton, you definitely got to look him up. He is
so funny.
He's in everything. Listen to him on podcasts too. He's just an amazing person to listen to.
Man, he's done a lot of movies and TV.
Yep.
Holy moly!
And he also does a lot of writing in movies.
He's a big voice actor too.
Yeah, he's a big voice actor, but he does a lot of writing in movies to just punch things up. He's a punch-up writer, and he's so good at being a punch-up writer. And they'll call him for movies that you never think of. I'm sure they have it on there, but I don't want to look all that up. But he's in a lot of different things for all that stuff. But
very funny guy. Go look him up. Go look. He's got multiple stand-up specials.
Yeah, just a ton of them.
And it's so funny. And like I said, one of the best. I think he's one of the top 10 storytellers.
For sure. Yeah. I definitely
one of the top 10 right now.
I definitely know. Back in episode 1, you told me to give my top 5, and he was in my top 10 because we originally started with 5, but we ended up doing 10 each.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely listed him in my top 10, and I listed him other times as well. I don't see it right now, but yeah, we've definitely talked about him on here.
Absolutely.
Love him.
Go look him up. Go watch his stuff. Go support him. Great guy, too. Yeah, he's actually a pretty down-to-earth guy from what I've heard.
Yeah. And
So,
if you want to support him, you can also support us. All you got to do is...
go on Facebook. Go like us. Go at us.
Yep.
Go subscribe to our podcast wherever you're listening to us.
Yeah.
Rate us.
Find us on
Comment.
YouTube.
Find us on YouTube. We're on Facebook.
Yep. We're on www.thestupidestpodcast.com.
We're also on Instagram, Twitter. Anything else?
Well, if you want, you can always send us a personal message if you want to send it to our email. Again, that's just thestupidestpodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah. Tell us if you got questions you want us to answer, or if you have a story that you would like us to tell, or maybe you want to be a guest. If you want to be a guest, email us. Tell us a little bit about you, what you bring to the table.
Yep.
Other than that, I think that's about it for the night, man.
Yeah, I think that's good. I hope you guys had as much fun as we had getting ready for it and doing it. Like,
yeah, this was a really fun episode.
That was fun to do all of it. So, I mean, I kind of want to do another episode like this in the future.
Yeah, me too. Absolutely.
So, if you guys like it, let us know. If you don't like it, let us know.
If you don't like it,
we're still going to do it.
Let us know, but we're not going to care.
Yeah, we're still going to do it because it's fun for us.
Yeah,
that's
all. That's all we care about.
Yep.
So, all right, buddy.
Well, we'll see you guys next time. Have a good one.
Have a good one.